Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
What singular event would you say turned around your life and why?
It was the birth of my baby, my first child, my daughter. I recall that my wife went into labor very early in the morning that day. So we went to the hospital, and by the time she went into the labor room, there was something they needed. So they asked me to go and get it. I went, came back, and one of the nurses said, "Oh, go into the labor room, go into the labor room." I was like, "What's going on?" She just like hustled me to the place, opened the door, stood aside, and I went inside. As I was coming in, the baby came out, and the matron, the oldest of them all, the matron took the baby, cleaned her up, wrapped her up in blanket, and handed the baby over to me. I was standing there looking confused, and my thought was, wow, so this is life, this is another. The baby was crying, that first cry, at least that the baby is alive and well. So this is life, another life coming from you, It changed my perception of everything. That look, you have a responsibility now for this new life, So you have to live your life differently, whichever way. And I think the matron sensed it, the old matron sensed it, and jokingly said to me, "Well, give me the baby before she falls off your hand." And then he took the baby and made the baby stop crying and put her in the cot beside the mother's bed. Before then, my wife had looked up, saw me there, and then went back to sleep. So I think that's something I cannot forget. It made me know that you are now responsible, not just for yourself, but for other people.
Okay. Okay.
It's something I cannot forget.
Okay. Now you have two children, a boy and a girl. Why did you stop at 2?
Things like this probably may not be determined by human beings. You may not necessarily be the one to determine it.
Okay.
It comes. It doesn't come. It doesn't come. But I think I'm very happy with those two. The girl came first. The boy. I don't so much talk about my family because I want my kids to live their own lives without being under my shadow. My daughter went to Queen's College. My son went to School of Art and Science, again in Lagos, to the Federal School of Art and Science in Lagos State. When they were younger, they appeared in 1 or 2 movies with me, even TV adverts. They are seriously art inclined. They are doing great things with themselves. I monitor them, but what I tell them from the word go is, education should be there, number one. Any other thing you're doing as a creative person, I'll support you, and I'm supporting them. I don't talk about my family because I want them to live their lives, and when they blow, like they say in Nigeria, people cannot say, "Oh, that's Bob Manuel's son," or "That's Bob Manuel's daughter." So they can live their lives. And I'll tell you something. My daughter, for instance, when she was in Queen's College, at some point, some senior students victimized her because they say she claimed to be my daughter. And I wasn't going to school then because I didn't want anybody to have a different impression. And so I was forced to now go to the school and see the principal then to say, why would anybody victimize my daughter because she's my daughter? And the woman was an old girl of the school. So what I heard that happened later, my daughter was telling me when she came back on holiday, was that after morning assembly one day, She asked for her, and she raised her hand, and she said, "Come up." Usually, the teachers would be on the lower balcony of a story building there, and then the students would be on the grounds of the school. And she said, "She should come up." She was so small that they had to put a seat for her to stand so that they can see her, the other students can see her. And then the principal had to warn, say, "You see this girl? Her name is so and so. She has not committed any sin being a celebrity's daughter and being our student. We are proud that the father found it worthy for her to be in this school. She sat for the exam and she passed it. Anybody who treats her in a different way because she's sister, and if I check the case properly, you'll probably be expelled from the school. Let her be." Because I told the principal when I came to complain, my daughter should not be treated differently. I went to public school, primary, secondary, university. Public, when our school system was good anyway. And I said, so I don't see why anybody should punish my daughter on account of who the father is. You know, if she merits punishment, fine, let her have the punishment. And when she comes back home and complains, I'll punish her more. Discipline, that's part of life. But not because she's my daughter. But of course, you know, students can be intransigent. And so that's it about them. I'm very much happy with the two of them. They are wonderful kids. I don't need to talk about them much. The world will see and know about them someday. You know, because I'm very, very proud of them. Well brought up, very respectful. They don't behave like all these kids because we took our time to say, this is how we were taught in our own time. And we won't believe that two of them know how to cook. Just like myself, we were six. Six of us, my mother taught us how to cook. That way, we also make sure that our children know how to cook. The girl and the boy. That's what I'm proud of. Another thing is that they speak Igbo very well and speak English in a way that you won't even believe that they are Nigerian.
What would be your fondest memory of your childhood that you would like to share with us, or that you can readily recollect?
There are so many fond memories, but you can't remember all of them right now. I mean, starting on my feet. What I can tell you is that those were the days when we were growing up. The world was free. During festive periods like Christmas, Easter, Independence Day, and all that, you can go to the homes of relations, and they give you food, they give you money, they give you drinks. You don't really. Your parents will tell you not to eat anything in other people's houses like that. The way it is now, you know, there was understanding. Children were allowed to be children, you know. Unlike now, where parents will say, in fact, people don't go to each other's houses. Young people now, you know, because parents will restrict you. People live in gated houses and all that. People are scared of one another. It wasn't like that when we were growing up. So when you think of those things, you want to be like a child again. For such is life.